Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Because Pujari was blowing the conch shell, we couldn't hear your pranams. Will you say them again, please? Ishani Devi. Now you're muted. Your voice is gone. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Babaji. Sorry, I couldn't get you.
Yeah. We're having sound problems with you today. There are dropouts, and then there is feedback type of sounds coming through. So can you just check your settings, please? Okay.
Sure. Sorry, Babaji.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramamsa Parivrajacharya Shtotra Shri Shrimad Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON BBD founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai. So if Sudarshan, you line up, set up the appreciation video, please. And I'll just say that on this Mother's Day, let us all please remember our most dear Srimati Radharani, who is the supreme mother, as I call her. You know, we have our own mothers, and there are actually Sanatana Dharma is amazing because they describe 7 mothers. You know, seven mothers we have. Our own mother, the queen of the kingdom, the nurse, Guru Mata, Mother Earth, Mother Cow, and there's one more. You know, we have 7 mothers. So you know, motherhood is very much appreciated in Bharata, Sanatana Dharma, and so let us remember all these mothers, but especially, as I said, the Supreme Mother, Srimati Radharani. Hare Krishna. So if the Prabhupada Appreciation video is ready, let us go over there.
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam. So, I am very glad to see you, so many Krishna's part and parcel. You have come to understand Krishna consciousness. So stick to the principles, then your life will be successful. The principle is to purify ourselves. Just like when a man becomes sick, he has to purify himself by regulated principle, by diet, by medicine. Similarly, we have got this material disease covered by the material body. And the symptom of miseries are birth, death, old age and disease. So one who is serious about getting out of this material bondage and free from birth, death, old age and disease, so he must take to this Krishna consciousness. It is very simple and easy. If you do not know, if you are not educated, if you have no faith, you can simply chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And if you are educated, logician, philosopher, you can read our books, which are already in 15 number. There will be about 75 books of 400 pages to convince the philosopher, scientist, educationist, what is Krishna consciousness. It is published in English as well as in other European languages. Take advantage of it. Along with the deity worship in this temple, hold classes, at least 5 hours. As in the schools and colleges, there are regular classes, 45 minutes class, then 5 or 10 minutes recess, again 45 minutes class in this way. So we have got enough subject matter to study, and if we study all these books, to finish them it will take at least 25 years. So you are all young men, I request you to engage your time in reading books, in chanting, in deity worshipping, and going to preach, selling books. Don't be lazy, always remain engaged. Then that is Krishna consciousness. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Mang hi patha vapasritya jepishu papajunaya sriya vaishya satha shuddha stepi janti parangati. There is no discrimination that this man should be allowed, this woman should not be allowed. No. Krishna says, anyone, sriya vaishya tatha shuddha. Anyone who takes to Krishna consciousness, he becomes free from the material bondage and goes back to Godhead, back to home. So take seriously about this movement and execute the principle, namely no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, and chant 16 rounds.
Hare Krishna. Jai, thank you. Come back to me, please. Thank you. That was a lovely, lovely video by Srila Prabhupada. And there are 2 or 3 things he was emphasizing very much, I liked very much. First was, education, spiritual education. I have always called ISKCON the best spiritual institute in the world, because ISKCON is there to give spiritual knowledge and spiritual education, enlightenment to everybody around the world, primarily through Srila Prabhupada's books. So Prabhupada's books are a tremendous contribution to humanity, and please, please, please make every endeavor to continuously read Prabhupada's books. There are so many, as he was saying, so many books we have. So you can continuously read books. And books like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, when you finish, go back to the beginning, start again. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm really, really learning new things every time I do that. And then he was talking about, following the principles, Sanatanam. In ISKCON, we have 4 principles. We encourage everybody to follow for their own betterment, for your own betterment. No meat eating, fish or eggs, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. There's the 4 principles. And on top of that, we want people to chant regularly the Maha Mantra, a fixed number of rounds. So, very, very nice message by Srila Prabhupada there. So our next section now is the Bhajan Kirtan section. We got 3 singers, Mrs. Roy first, and her song is Tomara Shripad Moja Thaki Hari, and meaning is, Hari, may I stay at your holy feet? That is my only wish. She'll sing that. Then there's Mrs. Tara Singh Gauranga's Bhakti Geet. And thirdly, last will be Akhi Singh Ore Nila Yamuna Jo. I hope I said that right. So please, Mrs. Roy, over to you.
Hare Krishna. Happy Mother Day, Radharani.
Jai. Radharani ki jai. Apne apne maaton ki jai.
To start.
Oh, 1 minute, Mrs. Roy, just 1 minute, please. I forgot to say one more thing coming up is after we have this Bhajan Kirtan session at 5 o'clock, there's a really, really wonderful member of our yatra, Mahesh Prabhu, who has been here for several years, but he's leaving permanently next weekend. But while he's been here, he's been giving some wonderful service in our temple. And so at 5 o'clock, we'll be chatting with him and wishing him all the best for the future. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Mr. Roy.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Nam. তোমার শ্রীপাদ পদে মজিয়ে তাকি হরিয়ে আমার এই বাসনা তোমার শ্রীপাদ পদে মজিয়ে তাকি হরিয়ে আমার এই বাসনা মন চূড়া রাকাল বেশে একবার হৃদের মাঝে দাঁড়া এসে মন চূড়া রাকাল বেশে একবার হৃদের মাঝে দাঁড়া এসে আমার এই দেহ কদম তোলা অশ্রুবারি হোক যমুনা আমার এই দেহ কদম তোলা অশ্রুবারি হোক যমুনা তোমার শ্রীপাদ পদে মজিয়ে তাকি হরিয়ে আমার এই বাসনা বাজায়ামু কোন বাসি একবার ব্রজের খেলা খেলো হাসি হে বাজায়ামু বনবাসী একবার ব্রজের খেলা খেলো হাসি হে আমার এই দেহ ব্রজের ধুলা প্রাণক ব্রজের বজঙ্গনা আমার এই দেহ ব্রজের ধুলা
আচ্ছা আমি যাচ্ছি তুমি শুরু করবে
ভজঙ্গনা তোমার শ্রীপাদ পদে মজিয়ে তাকি হরিয়ে আমার এই বাসনা শ্যাম কলঙ্ক অলঙ্কারে চাই না আমি সাজিবারে শ্যাম কলঙ্ক অলঙ্কারে চাই না আমি সাজিবারে আমায় অন্য কর্ম করি হরি করব তোমার নাম সাধনা আমায় অন্য কর্ম করি হরি করব তোমার নাম সাধনা তোমার শ্রীপাদ পদে মজিয়ে তাকি হরিয়ে আমার এই বাসনা শুনো রে বনমালী কাতরে তোমারে ডাকি হে শুনয় রে বনমালী কাতরে তোমারে ডাকি হে আমি আর কোনো দন চাই না হরি কেবল তোমার চরণ চারা আমি আর কোনো দন চাই না হরি কেবল তোমার চরণ চারা তোমার শ্রীপাদ পদে মজিয়ে থাকি হরিয়ে আমার এই বাসনা তোমার শ্রীপাদ পদে মজিয়ে থাকি হরিয়ে আমার এই বাসনা মনে করি এই বাসনা মনে হরি এই বাসনা হরে কৃষ্ণা কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে তোমার শ্রীপাদে মজিয়ে থাকি হরিয়ে আমার এই বাসনা হরি বল।
Thank you very much, Mrs. Roy. You know, I tell you, a few weeks ago, I mentioned in one of our evening programs, you know, we suddenly asked you to sing out of the blue, and you just ran out to get a book and just came back and started singing a beautiful version. So, you know, yeah, and we realized at that time that actually we are.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
We realize that actually, you know, we have recently into Krishna consciousness, but you've been when you were very young, you learned all these bhajans, kirtans, and then, you know, suddenly we're realizing you know so much, and so, you know, you're coming out. Really appreciate it. You are one of our motherly figures on this day. I'll share that with everybody else. Okay, we'll quickly go to Mrs. Tarat now. Yes, Mrs. Jai, Mrs. Tarat.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Then happy Mother's Day, Sri Radharani.
Jai.
Joy, joy, joy ho. I'm singing Gauranga Bhakti Giti. You listening? Vidurji, you listening? Hello?
We can hear you, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
গৌরাঙ্গেরো দুটি পদ যারো দন সম্পদ গৌরাঙ্গেরো দুটি পদ যারো দন সম্পদ সে জানে বক্ষতিরস সাহারো জানে বক্ষতিরস সাহারো উরাঙ্গের মধুর লীলা যারো কর্ণে প্রবেশিলা গৌরাঙ্গের মধুর লীলা ও কর্ণে প্রবেশিলা হৃদয় নির্মল হলো তারো হৃদয় নির্মল হলো তারো যে গৌরাঙ্গের নাম লয় তারো হয় প্রেমোদয় যে গৌরাঙ্গের নাম লয় তারো হয় প্রেমোদয় তারে আমি যায় বলি হারে তারে আমি যায় বলি হারে গৌরাঙ্গের গুণেতে জুড়ে নিত্য লীলা তারে স্ফুরে গৌরাঙ্গের গুণেতে জুড়ে তো লীলা তারে স্ফুরে সে নবকতি অধিকারে নবকতি অধিকারে গৌরাঙ্গের সঙ্গী গণে নিত্য সিদ্ধি করি আনে গৌরাঙ্গের সঙ্গী গণে নিত্য সিদ্ধি করি মানে সে জানেন ব্রজেন্দ্র সুত সে সময়ে ব্রজেন্দ্র সুত পাশ শ্রী গৌরবুল্ল ভূমি দেবা জানে চিন্তামণি শ্রী গৌর মণ্ডলীর ভূমি বাজানে চিন্তামণি তারো ব্রজভূমে বাস তারো ব্রজভূমে বাস গৌর প্রেমর সার নবে সে তো রঙে যাবে বসে গৌর প্রেমর সার নবে সে তো রঙে যায় বাজবে সে রাধা মাধব অন্তরঙ্গ সে রাধা মাধব অন্তরঙ্গ গৃহে পাবনেতে তাকো মা গৌরাঙ্গ বলে ডাকু গৃহে তাবনেতে তাকো মা গৌরাঙ্গ বলে ডাকো নরোত্তম মাগে তারো সঙ্গ উত্তম মাগে তারো সঙ্গ নরোত্তম মাগে তারো সঙ্গ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম হরে রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে শ্রী গৌরাঙ্গের দুটি পদ গারো পদ সম্পদ গৌরাঙ্গের দুটি পদ গারো ধন সম্পদ সে জানে বকতে সারো jane bukoti rosho saro. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hori bolo, Hori bolo, Hori bolo bhai re. Hori bolo, Hori bolo, Hori bolo bhai re. Hori bol, Hori bol, Nitai Gaur, Hori bol, Hori bol, Hori bol, Hori bol, Hori bol. Jai Gaur, Hori bol, Hori bol, Hori bol, Hori bol, Hori bol. Hori bol, Hori bol, Gaur Nitai, Hori bol, Premanande, Hori bol, Hori bol.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Again,
then
very sweetly sung, Mataji. And thank you to both of you for bringing the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu out so nicely in preparation for Gaura Purnima in a couple of weeks' time. So that's wonderful. Thank you very much.
you.
So now next, Aki, and I'd like to suggest if we can, Aki, can we do you after the next item? And can we postpone you, because I would like to have a chat with Mahesh, and he has to leave at 5:30. He cannot. He's got a limited time to be with us. So if you can just postpone it for about 10 minutes, okay? We'll come back to you.
Okay, that's fine.
So can I please bring in now Mahesh and Pragnesh, please? Pragnesh, Prabhu, Jai. And what about Dinesh, Dinesh too? Any more ashes there out there to join us? We realize that your team is made of people whose names ended in Ash. So, Prabhus, everybody, at the bottom, you will see a wonderful devotee called Mahesh. And you, how long have you been in the UK, Mahesh?
This 15 months.
15 months. Well, in that 15 months, you become a treasured member of our yatra, because as soon as Pragnesh realized that you got a very amazing seva bhav, he recruited you immediately. Just because he doesn't have to do that much, he has to do that much less then. So go on, Pragnesh, just tell us about Mahesh, how you met him and how you recruited him.
I think seva isn't taken. I think seva is given, and that's something I've learned. It's not. He's not. The temple will have chosen him, and he hasn't chosen the temple. I think it's only through your good karma. 100%. It's only through your good karma you get the opportunity to serve the lordships, and you're a very special individual for receiving that seva. I mean, through this lockdown period, that where people have been yearning to come to the temple. The lordships have seen you every week, and you've seen the lordships. So I'm not sure how we came together. I think it was when originally, I think there was Dinesh, Mahesh, I think there was an Arjun as well from the university. We all came together. It feels like a lot longer than 18 months or 15 months ago that you've only been here that long. The legendary picture, there we go. And Mahesh, we're loving the bib. The apron suits you. It's a lovely color. And this was I think this can't. It feels like a lot longer than 15 months ago that we had that picture taken, but it
does, yeah,
doesn't it? Before lockdown, and there was Prem Prakash Prabhuji and Thakur Prabhuji, and it's very lovely. There's happy times when the temple was open, when we were all together as a congregation. It's been difficult over the last year, sort of going to the temple when it's empty, when nobody else is there. But I mean, me and Mahesh have been blessed. Mahesh Prabhu have been blessed with that. Really opportunity to spend that time, doing the service, but also, having time slightly with the lordship. But Mahesh Prabhu is an incredible devotee in that basically every week on the dot, he's very, very, very efficient. 10:30 on the dot, he's there every week. You don't need to confirm or challenge. He'll make plans, rearrange things, and he's been in there. And some people you have to direct, and some people almost direct to you. And I'm going to miss Mahesh Prabhu because he did all the direction. I'm going to have to stop taking photographs from her and start doing some work now, I think, because Mahesh Prabhu's leaving us. So, I want to personally thank Mahesh Prabhu for all that he's done for the temple, all of the time and seva, and, may he take the blessings with him back to his family that he will have gained through this service in Coventry. And
just a brief description, Pragnesh, his service. What was his service? And if people don't know what
basically,
he was doing.
everything and anything, to be honest, anything I didn't want to do, Mahesh Prabhu obtained, really. Now, in honesty, from cleaning the bins to cleaning the outside in the forecourt, to hoovering the temple, to going, there was nothing that Mahesh Prabhu wouldn't do. I mean, yesterday we cleared out the side kitchen, and that basically meant, unplugging the washing machine and the tumble dryer, and basically all the muck behind it. Mahesh Prabhu was in there straight away. I got pictures of scrubbing the floor to make sure that the floor was clean for the builders that are going to make another mess anyway. So no service was too much for Mahesh Prabhu, but yeah, he would do everything and anything without being, without challenge. He's never said no to any service in all the
without resisting or hesitating. He get in there. It's nice. So Mahesh, honestly, such wonderful words of appreciation. Yesterday you saw on the WhatsApp group. Are there any more pictures you can share with us, Sudarshan? It would be nice if you can. So, Mahesh, about a little bit about yourself. Then, where are you returning to, and your family? Please describe your family to us.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for this humble gesture and giving me opportunity to serve the Lordship. Because I see that it is not everybody gets such opportunity, and that too in such a tough time, when you really need such things which keep you motivated and sustain and survive in this environment. And being without family and living alone, it was really, I will say that it was not seva from me. I got seva. I got really a good, I'm very lucky to be part of this organization and to serve Lordship, because see, I never felt like I am working for somebody or some seva. It was like a ritual for me, a weekly ritual I used to do. And I don't know how Pragnesh Prabhu take it, but it's he who has been guiding us. Even if any type of work, we never hesitated. That's the second thing. But we used to enjoy every work, whether it's cleaning all the leaves, or it's cleaning the kitchen or the storage. So there was nothing like seva. It was more of a weekly ritual we used to do together, and it was really fun. And with all the members in, and I really like, it was not cleaning the temple. It was, we were cleaning ourselves. It was very enjoyable and memorable journey I will cherish. So I'm from Mumbai. Just to a quick introduction, I'm from Mumbai, and I live with my wife and 2 kids, and both are learning. One is doing medicine, other is in the standard 10th. I don't know how it is in UK, but yeah, that's my small family. I'll be going back after 15 months, and you won't believe that even my family used to keep me reminding that, oh, it's your Monday time. When are you leaving? Now you can go. It's like that. That was the ritual. And all the other volunteers, what I think that it's more of the consistency. It's even if you are going for any small work, but be consistent, and it's your wish and will to serve the Lordship. You don't need any push. It should come from the inner thought, and it should be inside you, not the other people asking. Or so and I've never felt that I'm pushed or I am being asked. It was like, oh, it's my time, I want to do this. So I enjoyed this journey. It was really grateful, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to serve Lordship. And I'm really, really impressed with the way the whole Mandir committee members and the volunteers work. It's like a family, and they rely on each other, slow good, and they are supporting each other. It was really good experience for me. I had been to other part in globe, even in the UK. This is my 5th trip, and I have been associated with other temples as well, because I prefer to my, and whenever I get any time, a spare time, I will try to visit some temple or do some seva. But this was the excellent experience for me. I would like to thank all of you. Thanks, Vidur Prabhu.
Thank you, Mahesh Prabhu. Thank you for that, for those kind words and inspirational words. You know, I love what you said, because I was reminded of the words in Bhagavad Gita, Drid Vrata. Doing your seva with determination, doing your Krishna consciousness with determination. Drid means determined, fixed. So you're right. When you have that inside you, you don't have to wait for somebody to tell you to do something. You automatically motivate yourself. So fantastic. You had that. We really appreciate it. Look, there's a little picture of such a Pujari trying to hold on to you, not letting you go. Look at him. Doesn't want to let you go. Pragnesh doesn't want to let you go.
That's right. I definitely don't want to see him.
He'll have to get his hands dirty now, Pragnesh.
No, this is breaking my heart more than it's breaking yours. You're right, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to sabotage his flight return. I think, to make sure he can't.
We're going to put a puncher in the car, which takes him over to the airport. We're going to put a puncher in there or something.
That's the plan. I'm telling you, we can't afford to lose Mahesh Prabhu, to be honest, because he's going to do all the work.
It's a small world, Prabhu, and I'm sure that I will get such opportunity to serve you all.
Fantastic. Please leave your contact details, and if ever we are in Mumbai, it might be lovely to touch base with you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure,
Okay.
Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Mahesh. Have a wonderful and safe journey back to Bharat. Sure, it's wonderful to be back with the family, but this family here will be missing you. Hare Krishna.
I'm sure. Same here, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so Aki, we go over to you now for your
Haribol.
bhajan.
Ore neel
Wait.
Sorry.
Okay, just spend 2 minutes. What is this song about, please?
The song is about Mother Yashoda is looking for Krishna everywhere, and she couldn't find him, and then she went to every house in Vrindavan asking everyone, where is Krishna? And no one is saying anything, everyone having tears in their eyes. So it's just Mother Yashoda looking for Krishna everywhere.
Okay, wonderful.
Ore নীল যমুনার জল বলে রে মোরে বল কোথায় ঘন শ্যাম আমার কৃষ্ণ ঘন শ্যাম ওরে নীল যমুনার জল আমি বহু আশায় বুক বেঁধে যেলাম আমি বহু আশায় বুক বেঁধে যেলাম এলাম ব্রজধাম আমার কৃষ্ণ ঘন শ্যাম ওরে নীল যমুনার জল আমি সুধাই ব্রজের ঘরে ঘরে কৃষ্ণ কোথা বল কেন কেউ কহে না কথা হেরি সবার চোখে জল বল রে আমার কৃষ্ণ কোথায় কোন মথুরায় কোন দ্বারকায় বল রে আমার শ্যামল কোথায় কোন মথুরায় কোন দ্বারকায় বাজে বৃন্দাবনে কোন সুরে সেই মধুর অবিরাম ওমার কৃষ্ণ ঘন শ্যাম ওরে নীল যমুনার জল বলে রে মোরে বল কোথায় ঘন শ্যাম আমার কৃষ্ণ ঘন শ্যাম ওরে নীল যমুনার জল বলে রে মোরে বল কোথায় ঘন শ্যাম আমার কৃষ্ণ ঘন শ্যাম আমি বহু আত্রায় দুঃখ বেঁধেছিলাম আমি বহু আশায় বুক বেঁধেছিলাম এলাম তোমার কৃষ্ণ ঘন শ্যাম, ওরে নীল যমুনার জল, ওরে নীল যমুনার জল, ওরে নীল যমুনার জল। হরি বল।
Thank you, Aki. And Anirudh, thank you very much for playing those symbols there. Very nicely done. How are you, Anirudh? Are you okay?
Hari bol.
Is he still home? Is he going to school back yet this week?
Yeah, we started last Monday.
Okay, because I knocked on your door once and it was all very hush hush. He says he's having his online class. So, all right. Thank you very much, Aki, and we'll look forward to you next time you sing with us again. Okay. So we will now go over to the temple for today's class, and it will be given by Sachidanand, our Pujari there. Sachidanand?
Yes,
take as long as you want, because the Pujari isn't waiting to do Aarti at the appointed time. It's up to you, because you're doing Aarti.
I'll finish by that. Try to finish by that.
No, I was joking. I was saying it's up to you when you do Aarti now. It's your speaking. So it is now 5:20. So over to you, Prabhu.
I think I need to sing Jai Radha first.
Yes.
Jaya Radha Madhavo Kunja Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhavo Kunja Vihari, Gopi Jana Vallabho Girivaradhari, Gopi Jana Vallabho Girivaradhari, Jashodanandana Vrajaranjana, Jashodanandana Vrajaranjana, Jamuna Tira Vanachari, Jamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhavo Kunja Vihari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jai Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Jai Radha Madhav, Jai Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda Radhe, Jaya Sachinandan, Jaya Nitai Sam, Sachinandan, Jaya Nitai Sam, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki, Shri Shri Sachidananda Nitai Sahib ki jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनो शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदाम्यहं ददाति सपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदां सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्पदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्ण प्रेमो प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिष्ठे नमो नमः। नित्यानंद नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानंद प्रदायिने नित्यानंद नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानंद प्रदायिने कलो कलमनाशयो जानवापतये नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिका कांतो राधा कांतो नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। सुखदेव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जय पताका स्वामिनित नामिने। नमो आचार्य पदाय निताय कृपा प्रदायिने गौर कथा धामोदाय नगर ग्राम तारिणे। जय प्रभुपाद जय गुरु महाराज। So first of all I'm going to discuss Sri Sikshastakam, which is written by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, and it's called Siksha Ashtakam. Siksha means instruction. Instructions by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Like Srimad Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Krishna himself, so we can understand how important it is. Siksha means instruction. Ashtakam means 8. There is 8 instruction for devotees, especially for devotees, for all of us, all people, but especially for devotees. So I was listening His Holiness Srimad Bhakticharya Swami Maharaj and Bhaktirasamrita Maharaj. So Srila Bhaktirasamrita Maharaj was saying, so some sadhu says these 8 verses, 8 Ashtakam, is not written by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually. They are spoken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at different times and different places. And the great devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami, collect them all together, and he gave a form of slokas. And later on, Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, he wrote them in the Chaitanya, he had them in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So they are very, so whatever, but they are main instruction from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are very, very significant for us. So I am going to read them, and I will try to remember they are very, very high level. So I am definitely not able to explain them because I am just Konishta, Nikrishta devotees. Actually, Haridas and video Prabhu supposed to be explain them, but they ordered me to explain. So I will try to best whatever I can by my Guru Maharaj's mercy. Hare Krishna. So there is first verse is Cheto Darpana Marjana Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kailava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidya Vadhu Jivanam Anandam Bodhi Vardhanam Prati Padam Purnamrita Sadhanam Sarvatmasna Panam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I shall read the translation also. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtana, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years together and thus extinguishes the fire of conditioned life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtana movement is prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar of which we are always anxious. So there's first thing is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, like our heart. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu compared our heart with a mirror. Remember, he gave an example like if we want to see our face, we need a piece of mirror. When we take a mirror in front of us, we can see our face very nicely, clearly. But somehow, if mirror is covered by dust, sometimes if you leave a mirror for a long time, if you don't use it, so it will covered by dust, dhula, mitti. So if a mirror covered by dust, you will not able to see your face. We will not able to see our face by that mirror. So what we need to do? We need to clean the mirror first. So unless clean the mirror, we can't see our face. Similarly, our heart is like a mirror. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. That's why we can't see the absolute truth. People are not interested in Krishna consciousness. So what we have to do? We have to clean our heart first. So but a mirror we can clean by a cloth, maybe by the cloth or water, or something else, spray, Dettol or something, whatever you want to use. But how can we clean our heart? We can't use to clean our heart some soap or Dettol or spray. We can't use. So how can we clean our heart? So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, all glories to the Sri Krishna Sankirtana, who cleanses the heart. When we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that means we are cleaning our heart. There is no other way. So this Hare Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna means we are cleaning our heart. It take long time actually if we discuss details. So I'll make only few point, because there is 8 verses I have to finish. Other thing is, it is Bhava Mahadabagni. Dabagni means fire forest, as I explained in my last lecture, if you remember. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, in this world is like a forest. There is Daba means forest, Agni, Mahagni, vast, always burning our heart. We are always burning our heart somehow. No matter who you are, no matter how wealthy you are, no matter how healthy you are, no matter you have how big position you have, everybody's heart is always burning because of Vishaya Samsara Dabanale Divanishi Hyajale. And Narottam Das Thakur said, our heart is burning always, Divanishi, day and night. So how can how can we calm down that fire in our heart? So when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, like we sing Samsara, when the fire forest happened, there is no way people can calm down that forest, the fire. Only way is when rain comes, then fire will come down. There is no way, other way. Similarly, when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, by the Krishna's mercy, by the mercy of holy name, our heart stop burning from the Bhava Mahadabagni. There is only way, there is no other way. And the main last point I want to make, it increases the ocean of transcendental bliss. When we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there is timeless, there is countless, endless pleasness. In material world, if we get pleasure to doing some work or sometimes we get pleasure when some people watch movie. How long you can get pleasure? Only for an hour, 2 hours. After an hour, 2-3 hours, you will get bored. No matter what you're doing, no matter how much you like that work or food or whatever, after few times, after sometimes you will get bored. Oh, so yaar, acha nahi lag raha hai. But if you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, if you do devotional service, a devotee never said, oh, I want to do any more service. Because they taste, transcendental taste. Harina, when you chant Hare Krishna Mantra, there is Ananda Bardhanam, Ananda Ambuti. Ambuti means ocean. Like ocean has no end. Ocean has no end. Similarly, Ananda, which we get by chanting Hare Krishna Mantra, there is no end. There is many examples I am not going to say actually. So, second one is नाम करी बहुधा निज सर्व शक्ति तत्र कृत नियमित न स्मरणे न कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवान नामोपि दुर्दैव दृश्य निहाजनि नानुराग. Translation. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of transcendental names, such as Krishna and Govinda, in which you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are no hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. Then Shastra says, Ananta Krishna Nam, Ananta Mahima, Narad Adi Vyasdev Dita Narasimha. Krishna has unlimited millions, trillions, countless of names. Why? Because every person, every devotee have interest to different names of Krishna. Like some devotees, they are attracted by Krishna's name called Govinda. Some others attracted by Krishna's name called Madhusudan. That's Krishna has many names. And Krishna invested all his energy to every single name. If you chant any of Krishna's name, so Krishna will be mercy, you will get Krishna's mercy. You get Krishna. There is no difference Krishna and Krishna's name. Kali kale naam rupe Krishna avatar. Naam hoite hoy sarva jagat nistar. And Srila Krishna Das Goswami says, in this age of Kali, Krishna appeared as his name, as Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. If you by simply chant Hare Krishna mantra, we are doing association of Krishna. Because there is no difference of Krishna between Krishna and Krishna's name. But Krishna, I am so unfortunate. Why? Because although you will invest all your name and your energy on the name, but I have no interest in your name. So I am unfortunate. Our previous Acharya, Srila Premananda Das Thakur said, Manusya akar hoile ki hoy, karaha bhutere kam. Nohile badane kenana balho, Sri Krishna Govinda nam. My dear friend, he asking to all of us, to all the human bodies. My dear friend, you got a body of human, which is the best body out of 804,000, 400,000. 84 लाख जोनियों में मनुष्य जोनी सबसे श्रेष्ठ है. You got that body, but your activities are like a ghost. You look like a human, but your activities like a ghost. Why? Because ghost never chant Krishna's name, Lord's name. We used to see when we used to be child, if someone possessed by ghost, so people was testing him. So people used to ask, hey, bolo bolo, Krishna, bolo bolo Govinda. So that person who was possessed by ghost, he never chanted Krishna's name, God's name. So similarly, you got a body of human, but you not chanting Krishna's name, Govinda Madhusudana, so that's why you are like a ghost. You are not human even. So Mahaprabhu said, my dear Krishna, so even you are so kind to all of us, you gave us 1,000 million of names, but I have no interest Krishna, your name. I am so unfortunate, Krishna. Now on the next verse, Mahaprabhu giving us a solution. How can we get the interest on this Krishna's name? How can we get the Krishna? Trinado Pishunisena Taruriva Sahisnuna Amanina Manidanya Kirtanya Sadahari. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind. First condition. Thinking oneself lower than a straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree. Avoid all the senses of false prestige and ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Mahaprabhu giving solution. How can we get interest? Increase our interest to the holy name. First condition, one should chant holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind. We must, first of all, we have to become humble. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita said, Dainre adhik daya karen Bhagavan, dhoni mani gyani guni bara abhiman. Krishna Das Goswami said, Mahaprabhu become more kind to person, one who is more humble. If you have prideness, you have proud, you have prestige, you can't be bound to someone. Dhani mani gani guni, one who have name, fame, asking for money, so they can't, Mahaprabhu just leave them. How humble should be? thinking oneself lower than a straw or grass in the street. Lower than, that's not like a grass even. How? So I was listening to Srila Bhakti Saraswami Maharaj. He was giving an example. If I put up my foot on the grass, so grass go down, just become humble. But once I take up my foot, so grass will come up again. That means that's not real humbleness. Devotee should but just humbleness never come up again. Oh, आज तो क्षमा मांग लिया क्षमा अगले दिन फिर झगड़ा शुरू. Should not like this. And lower than a tree, more tolerant than a tree. How? Maharaj was giving an example. If I throw with a stone to the tree, mango tree will give me sweet fruits, sweet mango. A tree never complained to the person who is hitting me. Even we hit so sometimes people chopped up the trees, still trees giving us shadow, woods, fruits. That's so tolerant. But if someone hit me by the stone, so I'll fight back with him. Why? Because we are not humble. So Mahaprabhu said we should become more humble than a tree and respect all others. First of all, should not ask for respect from others. Like we can see Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada never asked for any respect, any name fame. How much has done Srila Prabhupada around the world? But Srila Prabhupada always giving to all the credit to his spiritual master, to our previous acharyas. Srila Prabhupada always used to say, I am just humble servant of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, I am just humble servant of Sri Krishna. He never asked for any respect from others. Srila Prabhupada teaches us. And should then give respect to others. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Sarva jive janibe Krishna adhishtham, Sarva jive koribe adara samman. So first of all, we need to understand that Krishna to whom we worship, that Krishna is sitting every condition, the heart of every conditioned soul. Ishara sarva bhutanam hridya sarjana tishtati. So if I know that Krishna sitting in the heart of every single conditioned soul, then how can I hurt someone? How can I insult someone? That's why Mahaprabhu said, respect everyone. If we practice this, then we'll get the interest in the holy name. That's solution Mahaprabhu. There's many other discriminations. There's no time actually. Sorry, I'm going ahead. 4. Na dhanam na janam na sundarim ba jagadisya kamaye. Mama janmani janmansare bhavatat bhakti rahitokitoi. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I want only your causeless devotional service birth after birth. This is very high level of devotion, level of desire. So a devotee never should ask for any wealth, any opulence to Krishna, and not beautiful woman. Like in material world, people are selected or known as how many followers they have. Like sometimes say the social media, you can see message, you can see some message in the social media. The President of United States, Mr. Donald Trump, followed by 20 million people on his Twitter. How such a great person he is. People then, wow, Mr. Donald Trump is such a great person. So how much followers they have, people known as how many followers they have. that big person. So Mahaprabhu said, I'm not asking for any followers. And definitely not a woman. So many, people know women, those have actually. They struggle with women. Everybody knows so. What I'm asking for, I want only your causeless devotional service. Like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Poshu Pakhi hoye thaki swarge ba nilaye, tabo bhakti raho bhakti binod hriday. Oh my dear Krishna, either I live in hell or heaven, in this material world or your spiritual world. I don't care for that. So I was asking for one thing, only one thing. What? Tava bhakti raho bhakti binod hriday. I have one demand. What demand it is? So I should have your bhakti in my heart. Then I don't care where you keep me. Live on either hell or heaven or UK or India or anywhere. I don't care it. So Mahaprabhu said, Mamo janmani janmanishwari bhavata bhakti. What kind of bhakti? Causeless bhakti. Not like that I'm worshipping you, I'm doing servicing you. Then I will please give me back something. Like wealth, beautiful woman or something like that. No. Causeless bhakti. Number 5. Oinanda tanuja kinkaram patitang mang vishame bhavam bodho kripaya tava padapankhaja sthita dhuli shatricha visantaya. O son of Nanda Maharaj Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Oh Krishna, I am your son of Nanda Maharaj. So somehow I fallen in the ocean of birth and death. Like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Nijo karma dosho phale pari bhabar nabojale habudubu khai kotokal satari jai sindhu anta nahi pai bhava sindhu ananta vishal. Oh my Lord, for my own fruitive activities, because of my own fruitive activities, karma phal, I have fallen down in the ocean of in this material world. Bhava sagar means ocean. Bhava sagar. So I am trying to cross this ocean by swimming, but I can't. Why? Bhava Sindhu Ananta Vishal. This ocean is such a big ocean. So now please, you come pick me up into your lotus feet. Please pick me up into lotus feet and place me as one of the atoms of your lotus feet, as a dust. That's the only way. Like Gajendra was trying to free from the crocodiles for such a long time, but he couldn't. But when he realized that I can't survive from this situation by myself. I must surrender to Krishna. When once he surrendered, then Krishna came and protect him from all the difficulty. So similarly, we are fallen. I am fallen in this ocean, so I can't survive from this situation. Krishna, O son of Nanda Maharaj, please pick me up from this Bhava Sagar, from this ocean, from this circle of death and birth. Nanam galadasru dharaya badanam gadagada rudhaya gira pulokoi vishitam bagupada kaluna hamurani bhavishyati. Oh my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up? And when will the hairs on my body stand on? And at the recitation on your name. It is said in described on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita especially, when some devotee, any devotee get Krishna prem, so there is he get 8 type of change his body on his body. It's called Ashta Sattvic Vikar. 8 type of change. So first, when will my eyes be decorated? First he get tears in his eyes. Then your voice will choke up. You will not able to say anything. And the hairs in his body will stand up. That's 8 type of. So that's a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, when that will come, when this situation will come, when I chant your name, so I will get that bhav. Gauranga bolite habe pulak sharir. Hari Hari bolite nayane bhavini. Oh my Lord, when that will come, that sthiti will come. When I chant Gauranga, then tears will come my eyes. Pulakit, my body will shake, start shaking. So Mahaprabhu asking for that things. And 7, Jugaitam nimishana chakshusha prabrishaitam sunnaitam jagat sarvam govinda vidahaname. Oh Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are falling from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. A devotee, they can't tolerate the separation of Krishna. So there's many examples, I'm just going to one example. Like Dasharatha Maharaj. When Lord Ram went to the forest for 14 years, Dasharatha Maharaj just left his body, give up his body. Because he was not able to survive, to live his body without Lord Ram. So one point is, remember in the Treta Yuga, people used to live for 1,000 years. So compared to 1,000 years, 14 years is nothing. If he wanted, he could survive that period of 14 years. But he couldn't live life even 7 days without Lord Ram because of separation of Lord Ram. How can Ram is my Pranath. So devotees are like that. They can't tolerate the separation of Krishna. So Mahaprabhu said, Yuga means 12 years. And on the other hand, Yuga means age, like Kali Yuga, Satta Yuga. So Mahaprabhu said, because of your separation, I am feeling like a Yuga, 12 years or a Satta, a period of this Kali Yuga. Even a moment. So how they feel, like if we love someone really, like a mother love her children. So if children have lost somehow, so mother cried so much, she can't separation from her children. So something like that. The last one. Aslishava padratan pinastu nam adarsanam marmahatam karatuva. Jatha tathava vidhatulam pato mat pranathastu sayavana paro. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. Is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Like Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Lord said, Maribi Rakhobi Joicha Tuhara, Nitya Dasu Prati Tua Adhikar. Oh my Lord, you have right to do anything to me. I have no condition to you. Either you make me die, either you make me live in this here, either you embrace me, either you make me whatever. After all, after everything, you are my Prananath. Dhanamo Nityananda, like our Guru Prabhu was singing so nicely. Dhanamo Nityananda, Pati Mor Gora Chandra. So Krishna is our worshipful Lord. Whatever he have done, never should complain to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Jai Prabhupada. I'm really sorry. I prepared so much and there is many things to be explained, but as time has up, time is up. So this is a very short. Remember, this 8 instruction is the gist of all Shastra, nectar of all Shastra. There is no end. If you want to explain, there is no end. No matter how much you explain. So that's why you should never can say, oh, I'm going to finish this explain. No, it's okay. I'm just stopping here because I have time. Thank you, Hare Krishna, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Guru Maharaj. If anybody have any comment or tika tippani, you are welcome. Hare Krishna, Jai Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Sachidanand Prabhu. You touched on a topic which is very important for us Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And I was thinking, when you said you will do all 8 verses in this short time you had, I was thinking sometimes when we go out to eat, people go out to eat in a restaurant and they're not sure what they would like to eat, and they ask for a taster, something to taste. So they get a small amount, or you go to a mithai shop, can I taste that place? So they give you a little taste, something to taste. So you can check it out. But the taste isn't enough to fill you up. You then want the main meal, don't you? So that's what you've done today, Sachidanand. You've given us a taste of six Shastakam.
Yes,
but there is so much more. We want the main meal. So in the future, perhaps you can give 1 verse at a time or 2 and expand on what you really wanted to say. I can see you wanted to say much more, but we can leave that for another day, okay? So thank you. Thank you. And thank you to your technical assistant, Dineshji.
very good, Prabhuji.
Is your partner in the background. Well done. So get ready for Aarti, please.
Sometimes it's very funny actually. Very naughty.
Yeah. So if you get ready for Aarti, give me a few minutes. I'll make some announcements now rather than later. So give you time to do set up for the Aarti. Thank you. So Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll be doing the main Aarti just in just a few minutes, but I will do the announcements now. First of all, somehow there has been some people suggesting that today is the day the clocks go forward. No, it's not today. See, it's in 2 weeks' time. I remember it by thinking it's always the last Sunday in March the clocks go forward, and the last Sunday in October they go backward. Okay, the last Sunday of the month. So somehow I was surprised that this from the AccuWeather they said it's today. No, it's not today. It's in 2 weeks' time, 28th of March, Sunday 28th of March. It's the same day as Gaura Punim, our Gaura Punim festival, okay? So please get ready for that. These lovely classes, we are hearing. Next week's class, they're all focused on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Today was 6 Shastakam. Next week, it's Raghupati Prabhu giving a class. And on the day itself, on Gaura Punim day itself, it's Guru Sarak Prabhu will be giving the class. So please, ahead of the festival, can I make the appeal that please, for the usual feast, the cake, the ankut, the flowers and decoration, please, give to us at festival, please, to the temple, support the temple. Although public aren't coming, but they're joining us with the festivals through Zoom, and the festival activity is still going on in the temple. So please support that. Along with that, Sachidanand Nitai Chan, our beautiful Lord Chiefs, they came to us by a prayer made by our own Haridas at Yog Peeth in Mayapur. So every year, in appreciation of that, we send a donation to Yog Peeth from our yatra to for the new dresses for the deities on that day. So, that's 200 pounds we're looking for. Usually, if 20 people gave 10 pounds each, or 10 people gave 20 pounds, if, please appeal, you can be part of this. Our donation to UP, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born, please send in your donation through the usual methods, online method, but put a proper reference there, please. My appeal to everybody is, whenever you send you do any bank transfer to our temple for anything, please make sure the reference is correct. Sometimes you forget to update the reference. It makes our accounting easier when we know what money is coming for. Thank you. Once again, we all want to say thank you very much to Mahesh Prabhu for his wonderful seva in the cleaning department for the last 15 months. He honestly, his mood was such a correct mood for a sevak of the Lord, and everybody should have that and desire that mood. That no, this is my honor to do this seva, not that I've been asked. I want to do this. Wonderful, wonderful expression of devotion. So we wish him again a safe journey back home, and we hope that one day we'll meet him in Bharat. Yesterday we had in the evening a special meeting discussing the census, 2021 census. Census happens every 10 years. It's a very important data collecting exercise by every government in the world. Everybody does a census where they get a picture of the makeup of the population, their country's population makeup. They get a picture of it. And based on that census data is used for the next 10 years for important decisions by local government, the wider government of the West Midlands region or the East Midlands region, so the different country regions. So this data is important and the national government also. Don't forget the national government. They use these statistics to make vital decisions about where there's a need and how much support should be given to a particular section of the community. Like do we need what hospital facility should be in that area, how many schools should be in that area. So these are important things to be aware of. And of course, lots of charities like us, we always asking for support from local and national government, and then that funding is allocated based on census data. That they see how the numbers, how big is the need there, and the bigger the need, then the more support can be expected. So we had a meeting like that of ourselves, and then some other members of the local Midland temples, and it was very well received, and the presenters were very good. Sanjay Jagatia and Muna Chauhan presented it, and I want to thank Anuragi for organizing that. Hare Krishna. And by the way, if anybody needs any assistance, this is an online form this time. You go online, enter your number, and then you fill in the data. You fill in the question, you answer the questions there. If anybody needs any assistance, please ring either myself or Anuragi or Haridas, and we can guide you. Hare Krishna. Those are the main announcements. And now we'll go to the temple for the Aarti, which will be the main Aarti will be sung by Madhu Sita and family, and the main Kirtan will be sung by Nain Manjari Devi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam. Jayo Sachinanda Sachinandan Jayo Nitai Chan. Sachinandan Jayo Nitai Chan.
Jaya
Sachinandan Jayo Nitai Chan.
Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Chan.
Jayo Sachinandan Jayo Nitai Chan. Sachinandan Jayo Nitai Chan.
Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Chan. Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Chan.
Shiva Jayo Jayo Gaurachande Aratita Shobha.
Shiva Jaya Aratita Shobha.
Nanadita Tavai Jena Manaloba. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. श्री श्री सच्चिदानंद चांद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण की जय। हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण। थैंक यू।
Thank you.
Darshan, Nain Manjari, where is she?
Shall I start singing?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji,
yes.
please start.
Okay, Hari Bol everyone.
Haribo.
Namayom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Namine Namayom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Krishna Das Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Distatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Gaura 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 Hari. Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Gaura 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 Hari. Gaura 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 Hari. Vishnu Priya Pran Gana Nadiya Bihari, Vishnu Priya Pran Gana Nadiya Bihari. Nitai Nimai, Nitai Nimai, Nitai Nimai, Nitai Nimai. Jayo Sachinandana Mayapura Dham, Jayo Nitai Chand Eka Chakra Dham. Jaya Sachinandana Mayapura Dham, Jaya Sachinandana Mayapura Dham. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Gaura 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 Hari. Gaura 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 Hari, Gaura 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 Hari. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Baba Tume. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Baba Tume. Nilachala Chandra Swami Jagannath, Nilachala Madhava Pyare Jagannath. Nilachala Chandra Swami Jagannath, Nilachala Madhava Pyare Jagannath. Jayo Baladev, Jayo Subhadra, Jayo Baladeva, Jayo Subhadra. Jayo Baladeva, Jayo Subhadra, Jayo Baladev, Jayo Subhadra. Jayo Radha Madhava Radha, Madhava Radhe. Jayo Radha Madhava Radha, Madhava Radhe. Jayo Radha Madhava Radha, Madhava Radhe. Jayo Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman, Jayo Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. Jayo Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman, Jayo Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, दया करो मोरे, तुम बिन के दयालु जगत संसारे. पतित पावन हेतु तवाय अवतार, मोसमापतित प्रभु न पाए बिहारा. आहा प्रभु नित्यानंदा, प्रेमानंद सुखी, कृपा बलोकाना कोरो, आमी बोरो दुखी. दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई, तब कृपा बाले पाए चैतन्य निताय. aha swarup sanatana Rupa Raghunatha Patayuga Shri Jiva Prabhu Lokanath Doya Karo Shri Acharya Prabhu Srinivas Ramachandra Sangha Mange Narottama Das Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya Karo More तुम बीन के दोयालु जगत संसारे राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 जय राधा गोकुल नंद राधा गोकुल नंद राधे जयो सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जयो सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जयो राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जयो राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जयो प्रभुपाद जयो जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद जयो गुरु महाराज जयो गुरु महाराज जयो गुरु महाराज जयो गुरु महाराज नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल 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 हरे कृष्ण हरि बोल
Gora Premananda Hari Bol Jayam Vishnupad Paramamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtotha Sashri Shrimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON BVD Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Shri Shri Satchidananda Nitai Chand Ki Jai Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav Shri Radha Raman Lal Ki Jai Shri Mani Ma Shri Madhusudan Shri Giri Raj Ki Jai Prem se go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityanand Shri Advaita Gadada Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai Namacharya Hari Das Thakur Ki Jai Hare Krishna Maha Mantra Ki Jai Hari Nam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Jai Gaura Premana Hari Bol all glories to assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. So we wish to remember a few names here for Lord Nrsingadev's blessings. At the top we have His Holiness Jayapatak Swami, members of his care team, and other devotees who are battling with COVID or recovering. So we wish them well. Recently departed souls as Ken Prabhu, Sardar Kamaljit Singh, my cousin sister's husband Luke, and rugby this Kushal Bhai. Other devotees who are recovering and in poor health is my father, Jeevan Bhai Vadukul, Prem Manjari, Neelaben, Shraddha Devi, Srimati, Hansini Devi and her sons, Kavita and Sanjay Bajaj, Gadadhar Prabhu, who is head pujari at the manor, Vinod Manjari's father, Vinod Manjari's Raghupati's Dharmapatni wife, who's giving class. So Raghupati is giving class next week. Her father, Prem Malan, Mulchan Bhai Chauhan, Naresh Bhai, who is the chacha of Ishani Devi, and our friend Mohit Agrawal and Raj Rishi. Hare Krishna. And also for Mahesh to have a safe flight.
Namaste Narashingaya Praladalaadaine Hiranyakashipurvakshaya Shilatankanakalaye Ito Nashingo Parato Nashingo Yato yato yamita to nishingo Baye nishinga ridaye nishingo Nursinga madim sharanam prapade Tavakara kamalavare nakam Adbhuta shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavatirtha Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsingadev 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 Jaya Narsingadev Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Jai Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Jai Prahlad Maharaj ki, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki, Jai Gurudev ki, Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Thank you very much, Radha Roop. Master Gaurang was very well behaved today.
Yeah, for once.
Yes, yes, very well. Thank you very much. Oh, there you are, Gaurangi. Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Gaurangi.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Too busy. Okay, Hare Krishna. But too busy with my toys now. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Thank you. So a few announcements. We're nearly at the end of today's program. A couple of announcements. I made the early ones. So Gaura Punim coming up Sunday, 28th of March. Please get ready for that and support us. Then there was the appeal for Yog Pit, for Yog Pit, where we send donations for new dresses to be made for the lordships at Yog Pit Monday. For all the deities there. We've done it ever since our deities. We received our deities in Coventry as a sign of our appreciation for them, coming all the way, showering the mercy upon us. So please, either we need 20 people for 10 to give £10 each, or 10 people give £20, whatever. Please give it online with the correct reference, as I said earlier on. Also want to say we have a program this Wednesday. The last Gita reading in Rugby was very nicely received by the Rugby congregation, and they would like some regular program following that. So the first one we arranged for this Wednesday, 17th of March, is a Gita satsang. So we'll be studying the selected chapters of Bhagavad Gita. And we're studying with chapter 1 mostly, and a few verses from another chapter. So that's, as you can see the poster, this Wednesday, 17th of March, 5:30 to 7 p.m. 5:30 to 7 p.m. Wednesday, 17th of March. With Haridas, the main host, and then I'll be supporting him. So please, you're welcome to join. And we will put up that poster on our WhatsApp messaging groups also, so you can get the Zoom ID and the password. Okay. Every evening, there was a nice class by Srila Prabhupada, which was selected for today's Prabhupada Appreciation, where he was emphasizing spiritual education and the books, our beautiful books, which Prabhupada has translated. And after that, he trained a whole number of very good devotees. They trained themselves up in Sanskrit, became Sanskrit experts, and they translated further books. So we have a whole library of beautiful books to read about Krishna consciousness. So please, we are endeavoring to do our bit by the Sunday classes, festival classes, but on a regular day, Monday to Friday, we have after the Aarti at 7:30, after the Aarti, we have a reading session. And we're focusing at the moment, reading Chaitanya Bhagavat, all about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, building as a build-up to Gaura Punim. Then on Saturdays, we usually have, if there isn't another event clashing, then we usually have a book club where we are nearly finishing Nectar of Devotion, and very soon we'll be picking up Harinam Chintamani, all about the details of how to chant the Mahamantra. So looking forward to that. So please, we invite you to join those. And that is it. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all the participants who contributed today. And forgive us for any mistakes we made. Hare Krishna.